Hello Instructables, and today we're going to do some Harry Potter do-it-yourself. So, what we're going to need for today are some handy pliers, let's put those off to the side, some masking tape, and just some semi-thick kind of soldering wire. That is, it's not like really thin, but it's not really thick. So let's get started. So first thing that we're gonna do is, what first we're gonna do is we're gonna cut some wire. So for this, it's gonna be like about 7 inches, and we're gonna have 4 strips that are 7 inches. So I'm just gonna use a protractor as a ruler. 6. That should be good. Around there, and then once you have one piece, you can just get out all your wire and do that. So just around 7 inches is what you're gonna need to do. So we have 3 done, and all we need is 1 more. Sweet. So once you cut out those 4, that's all you need to do, the wire by wire. Okay, there we go. We got our 4 pieces here. So let's get started on the glasses. So for the lenses of these, you're gonna need to make some circles. So let's just bend them in like this. And if you go on and look on the steps, it'll have the exact measurement for the width and the height, or the length and the height, or length, width, whatever you want, just up and down and side to side. So let me just get some other things. So this is what it should look like when it's done for the lenses. What I just tend to do is, so you want to make this kind of gun shape here, but for the exact measurement, look at the steps. But what I do is I just trace past lenses and just kind of trace those. There we go. And then you kind of want to bring it in a little bit. You want to go to the middle and make it stick out. So now you see it goes around and then it goes up. And then you want to kind of bend it out. So you're probably going to bend it out now. And then you might as well just trace that one with this piece and just bend it around. So you have a close to exact copy of it. So that you see, we have 2 different pieces. This one needs to be get a little adjusted. So as you're probably adjusting these, so you can adjust those now. And now you have those, you just completed step 1, or really step 3 if you think about it. But okay, so now we have these 2 pieces here. So what we're gonna want to do is we want to overlap it here. And if you make these 2 pieces extra long, you can twist them together. But right now, since that didn't happen, we're just gonna put them overlapping. So we have those there. Let's get a piece of masking tape here. So really what I usually do is I don't get a whole piece. I just get the whole roll and wrap it up until it's pretty thick so that it can pass as like the nose piece. Then, as you guys probably seen from the Harry Potter movies, if you guys are watching this and find this interesting, is that Hermione Granger did fix Harry Potter's glasses with a spell, but before that he did have tape over them. So this is just kind of like the classic original Harry Potter look. when he was at his cousin's and aunt and uncle's house, which sounded like a pretty horrible life. So now it should be about pretty thick now. So if you see that there, it got really thick now, so now they won't hurt yourselves. But you do see how this kind of bends forward and backwards. There's a way to fix that. If you just get like a piece of tape here, rip it out and put it over like this. You can just like put it over everything and it just like attaches literally everything to it. Including those two pieces of wire that connected the circle. So now both circles are connected and connected to each other. So now you have this. Almost could be like a little bike right here. Okay, so that step is done. So we're pretty close to that. So for the next step, what we're going to do is first you're going to like put out your finger on across the wire like this, and then you're going to put it over the edge of the table and you're going to push in the wire like this. So now you have this nice 90-degree angle right here. You're going to do that twice. Put your pointer finger over it, bend it. Awesome. You just completed the next step. And then what you're going to do is, that was just a starter because that was kind of hard. So you kind of want to wrap it up in a little kind of circle almost like this. And do that pretty much twice. So you can do that now. And then the next step, I thought I just came up with this. For the next step, I thought this was really cool. So I got like a piece of tape, ripped it off, and then you can cut it or rip it in half. So now you have two pieces of tape. You're going to need to do this step twice for each side. And because if you were to put this thing on, it would wiggle around like this. But what I found is if you get a piece of tape and put it on here and just wrap it around, it doesn't slide around. And if you do that twice on each side, it just stays there. So now we have that kind of thick piece here. So next step is we're going to hook on this wire here. So, might need to bend it down a little bit. You might want to twist it up so it's a very fine twist right there. So now that you now have that done, you're going to end up snipping it off later, but you kind of want to compress it all together. So now look at this. Stops it right there. But then it's going to go up. So that's what the other piece of tape is for. So let's get tape. So you want to do the same thing. But also if you have any like silver spray paint or anything, you might just want to paint over that. But then you could say it's like some, if you don't have silver spray paint, you could say like part of Harry's old glasses that nobody ever knew about. So you have this piece. And then what you want to do is you want to do that again. So let's put the piece of tape. You want to get that pretty equal, but since this wire doesn't have to be equal, so I'm going to go over that again. So there we go, two pieces, set one down, wrap it about. So now that we have this on, also another thing is you want to have this piece here, you want to curve it out like that. You don't want it to be curved in, because that would not look good, because then it might like go into the glasses and that might probably won't look the best. So now let's do the same thing again. Tighten it and then smash it all together. And then another thing, you might want to make it all straight, but you can always do that later. So let's put in the other piece. There's definitely a lot of ways that you can do this. This is just the easier way because you don't have to buy like any really parts. You could basically do this from things that you could probably find in your dad's toolbox, or really in anywhere really. And you could buy this at like a craft store, like for a couple of bucks for all this stuff that you could reuse. You can see this. I've made like 3 pairs of glasses with this. Well, this would be the 3rd one. It's still full. Use this for 3D printing. Still really full. So now it's basically done. So what you want to do is, so this thing can go over here, you want to bend it down a little bit, and you want to do that for both sides. Try to make it equal. So now this can get in, yeah. So now you can actually wear it. And it might seem really flimsy, but when you put them on, they're actually, they kind of form really good. So next step is if you have any extra pieces, you just want to snip them off, like for the part here. Just want to snip it off. Hope you enjoyed this how-to video. Do it yourself, and now you can wear your own Harry Potter glasses. And please vote for me in the Harry Potter competition, and so I can win some awesome stuff, and I'll dedicate a video for you. So now you have this that comes out like this. Yay, glasses! So that was the end of it. Finish it.